Here's the thing about the Dallas Cowboys identity, certainly on offense, that if you don't know, you just don't know. And if you get it, you get it. Zach Martin is trying to help you understand it. So am I. Mike Fisher in Frisco. Cowboys getting ready to get on the plane and go to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. And Ezekiel Elliott will be on the plane. And the plan is on this Saturday for him to be in the lineup. The Cowboys have made their roster move. It's Dakota Shepley, the offensive lineman. He's the only call-up from the practice squad to the varsity. That means they're not calling up an extra running back, as they've done recently, as you know, which means they don't need an extra running back because Ezekiel Elliott is good to go. Has battled through that knee sprain for the last couple weeks, sat out 2 games for the first time probably in his life, certainly in his pro career, and was not having much fun watching the Cowboys in Green Bay as he couldn't do anything to help. Zach Martin is trying to tell you, and I beg you to listen. I'm paraphrasing here, but this is essentially what he says. Ezekiel Elliott is our identity. What he does is us. Now, this is an offensive lineman talking, but and he said nice things about Tony Pollard and all the other fine components of this offense too. But this is the very wise veteran, future Hall of Fame offensive lineman telling you we need Ezekiel Elliott. He is us. He is our identity. We can look at all the great numbers, and Tony Pollard has some great numbers. And we can look at, it's kind of the same thing as Cooper Rush. Hey, they won with Cooper Rush, so doesn't that mean he's better than Dak Prescott? No, it doesn't. Hey, they won with Tony Pollard, so doesn't that mean? No, it means they need them both, and they'll use them both. Ezekiel Elliott and his running style, and what this offensive line does when he's in the game, they are trying to take your lunch money. Zach is endorsing the idea of Zeke being necessary, and Dak Prescott says, just look at the film over the course of his career, Dak notes, and then he says he's a bruiser. Now, this is not exactly the same thing that you would have said about Zeke early in his career. He's now 7 years into this thing. He was more frisky and elusive and maybe faster and all those things 7 years ago. I think those things are true. So now he's a bruiser. That's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing. Ezekiel Elliott, in the minds of the Cowboys on offense, represents their identity, and maybe they can get some of that identity back at Minnesota on Sunday. In Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Fish out.